Hey guys, this is my third attempt to make this video. If this one doesn't work out, I'll give up for today. Okay, so basically what I want to do in this video is show you how I made this awesome track. So basically what I want to do with this video is show you how I made this spider. How I made this track. Basically that, you probably heard it, maybe this is the first time you hear it, but I want to show you how I made that. Most of you know me by my electronic music, you know, my electronic beats and stuff like that, like dubstep and like so cool. Actually, I started making hip-hop beats. That's how I started. Originally I started listening to hip-hop when I was a kid, and then I started listening to rock music, and then it was a combination. I was confused my whole life and I didn't know which one I liked best, and eventually I started playing electric guitar, and eventually my electric guitar teacher gave me a software to make beats. I was like, so confusing, so I did both. I would like to show you some of the other tracks that I made in the past, like for example this one. A lot of people heard this track. Yes, you don't have to hear the whole thing. This is the closest to the electronic sound that I used to have. This track that I'm going to show you now. That actually is one of the latest tracks that I've made. So I use the same technique that I used for the hip-hop beats that I'm making. I used the same technique with her vocals for that beat. These are some of the beats that I'm making now. We have this one. that, and there's a special track that you will hear. I have a special one. But we're gonna start with She's Gone. We're gonna start with She's Gone and how I made that. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Here's the session of the original beat. The whole session. Basically, I took Bill Withers' Ain't No Sunshine. She's gone. Wonder if she's gonna stay. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. And it's hot. I took that, and I also took the beginning of the song where there's no violin and drums or anything. I took that too. I used it and chopped that into different samples. Throw a drum rack that actually, when you pick the different transients in Ableton and then you export it into a different track, it creates the drum rack immediately, and it creates it automatically. I picked the different transients where I wanted the sounds to start. So basically I took she's gone, she's gone. Wonder if she's gone to stay. Ain't no sunshine, which is ain't no gone. In this house, there ain't no. That, all that is there. So I made it very simple. I picked this one. Ain't no sunshine. And this one. That's pretty much it for my beats. And that's what I did, basically. That's it. That's the base of everything. That's how I started the whole thing. I just took the sample, cut it into different parts, and I just created a whole new thing, a whole new melody based on what I wanted to hear. That's the beginning. Then I created the drums. I took some samples. I did a drum pattern. I did a drum pattern with this kick. It's very simple. Simple, just that. You don't need more. You don't need more than that. I added another. I added different layers for the kick. I added one bass one that I made it from scratch with Zebra. I added the basic kick and more mid-range kick, and I added an attack. It all sounds like this. You might not hear it, but then I added the snare, and it all together sounds like this. That, and then if you hear that, it sounds so simple, but when you add all the samples and everything, by the way, I added one more sample as an element, that is this one. you cannot hear it. Took that and I just did this. Just did that. And when you put it together, it sounds like this. That. There's a drum, there's the samples, and so I took part of that and I added a little small intro with a high pass and a small low pass, a little bit of low pass. That. Second part, I added the guitar I was talking to you about at the beginning. So that is this.
Ain't no sunshine when she.
That's actually from the beginning of the song, where there's like no guitar, no nothing. And I added a little delay when it says she's gone.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone.
That.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone.
That is actually probably one of my favorite parts of the song, where we drop into the original song, and it's the beginning of the original song where there's just guitar, I think it's bass, and vocal, and it's just raw.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. It's not warm when she's away. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone, and she's always gone too long. Anytime she goes away, I wonder this time where she's gone.
That, and then it goes into the guitar again, and then I added a different one. Here you can hear this one.
Ain't no sunshine when she.
But then on the second one it says
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone.
more powerful.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone.
That's pretty much it. Good. I hope you enjoyed the making of She's Gone, and I really like this track. It's very soulful. I like the fact that a lot of younger people like it. Like I've shown it to, like, you know, I'm involved in the tricking community because I used to be a tricker, and my young brother is a tricker also. Just more involved in the tricking community, and We have a lot of friends that are like very young, 17 years old and stuff like that. I've showed the track to them and they're like, "Where's the track? Where is it? I've been looking for it online and I don't find it." And so I like how they like it, but then I show it to older people and they're like, "Yes, this has a lot of soul." So, going back to the basics, and I'll be making more of this stuff, and I'll be back. Peace.